Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Before I tell you what I'm up to today, I firstly want to say thank you for subscribing. For those who have subscribed, thank you very much for liking my videos and for your comments. Thank you, it means a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And remember to click the notification bell that you don't miss out on new uploads. Yeah, so today I thought I'll do a very nice and short, hopefully short video on the tour of, to give you a tour of my living area. That is my lounge and my dining room. Just to show you what I have there, the plants I have there and how they're doing, and yeah, and why I have them there. So yeah, so let's go for it. All right, this is my lounge. I'm just gonna take you through and show you the plants I have in here. On this coffee table I have Chinese evergreen. As you can see, I've just turned it around. It's important to turn your plants around that you get that equal growth. So I've just turned it around, because they grow towards the light. So this is how it was, as you can see. So I've just done this morning, that this side can begin to grow that way, that it becomes a bit equal. So, but this is your Chinese evergreen. They're known, the other name for them is aglaonemus. I love this plant. It's one of your easiest plants to have. I mean, if you're starting and you're thinking of what plant you can get for yourself, which is easy to care for, I would advise you to go for aglaonemus. They're very easy to care for. They don't require a lot of attention. Even watering wise, they can tolerate a bit of drought. So they don't like to be overwatered. Like this one, I let mine literally dry out before I water them. Even this one, if you pick up the pot, it's very light. So soon I need to water it. So they're very easy. If you don't have a lot of bright light in your house, they will do well in a dark room. Not too dark, but a dark room. They'll do well. So yeah, they are very easy. They don't require. They will do well in low light. They will do well in moderate light, and they'll still do well in bright light as long as you don't give them too much direct sunlight. And at the bottom, because it's a glass table, at the bottom I've decided to put. I'll pull it out a bit that you can see it. It's my spider plant. Again, it's one of your easiest plant to care for. I love spider plants. So yeah, it's doing very well there. It's been there. It doesn't give me issues. It's one of my propagations and it's grown very well. It started off as a tiny few babies, and now they've grown and filled up the pot, which is very nice. Yeah, so that's what I have on that coffee table. And if you go to this corner of the room, I've got a bamboo palm. I love it. It doesn't give me any issues. It loves it here. I've never moved it. From the day I bought it, I put it there. I've never moved it. It's growing very well and it's doing very well. Again, for me, I don't know about other people, I consider it a very easy to care for plant. It doesn't give me any issues. Yeah, once in a while it will have like now it will have like those dry tips. All I do is take my scissors and I chop them off. And up here on that stand I've got a peace lily. I love peace lily. I'm sure you know that by now. Now this is one of those big leaves peace lilies. I love it. You get different varieties. This one is one of those huge ones. I love it. It tells you when it's dry. It tells you when it needs to be watered, and I wait for it to tell me. It will droop. The leaves will droop, and I will know it needs to be watered. I don't just water it just because I think it needs water. I wait for it to tell me, and it droops. When it droops, the leaves goes all droopy. Then I give it water. And at the bottom, I have Monstera deliciosa. Again, this is one of my favorites. I let most of my plants dry out before I water them. It's doing very well there. It gets morning sunlight and bright light throughout the day. So it's doing very well. They love it here. Yeah. And on up here, I've got Zizi. My Zizi plant is also doing very well. I'm getting new shoots, which is very exciting. It's doing very well. It gets morning sunlight, not a lot of it because it's a bit because of the angle where it is, but it does get morning sunlight, not too much of it, and bright light throughout the day. It's doing very well. It's happy. It has never given me issues. And it's normal for a ZZ to do that, like your bottom leaves to go yellow. There's nothing wrong with it. And when that happens, you just take it off. You just pull them off. It's normal for that to happen. Yeah, so there we go. So that corner that's what I have in that corner. My bamboo and my peace lily and my zizi and my monstera. Now this corner, on this corner I have my anthurium is doing very well. It gets morning sunlight and bright light throughout the day, and yeah, so as you can see, the leaves, the flowers are dying off, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. After a while they do die off, though they stay on for a long time, and after a while they do die off. And on this corner I have my big mama, the Monstera deliciosa. Is doing very well. It's giving me so much growth. If you remember very well, if you follow me on Instagram, there was a time I did a big chop on it because most of the leaves they had like brown spots on them and all that. I wasn't sure what was happening and all that, but then it recovered. I chopped all of them, all the leaves which were browning. I chopped them up, and yeah, and like I say, never be afraid to chop, because then you're encouraging new growth. And that's exactly what happened with this Monstera. I got new growth, and you see, as you can see, I don't have that issue anymore. And that's all I did. I just chopped. I didn't do anything else. I mean, I didn't have any pests. I didn't have any issues with it. Again, sometimes it's just nature taking its course. There's nothing you can do about it, and except to just chop those leaves off to encourage new growth. And that's exactly what happened with this one. And as you can see, I'm continuing to get new growth. It's growing very well, and on my coffee table I have this beautiful Begonia Rex. Man, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'd love to get more of these. You get them in different colors. You do get them in different shades. There's a red one, and all that. I'd like to get more of these. They're easy. For me, they're easy. Again, I let the soil to dry out before I give it water. Yeah, I literally really let it to completely dry out, and then I give it water. So far it's doing well. It has grown since the time I bought it. It's one of the plants my husband bought for me, and it's doing very well. And again, one of the recent videos I did was Fittonia terrarium. Is doing very well. It has grown a lot. It's giving me new shoots, as you can see. Soon it's gonna be popping out of the glass, which is something I'm looking forward to. And this here, you might be wondering, what is that? Believe me or not, this used to be a juniper bonsai, one of the trees my husband bought for me last Christmas, and it died. Apparently they like it outside, and I kept mine inside, and it was not getting enough sun as it would like to, and it dried up and it died. It really died. So, but I'm one of those, I'm very sentimental. I let it dry out completely and washed it and cleaned it up and decided to keep that. Yeah. And all I did was put sand and stones and make something very nice to decorate with. But at the same time, yeah, something memorable, because I really loved it. I really did, So yeah, that's what it is, and what it was, and what it is now. It's just a decorative piece. So yeah, so that's what I have in my dining area. And these plants are doing absolutely well in here. I've never moved them. They've always been in here. And yeah, and I've said in one of my videos, I only move plants if I see the need. But yeah, if I don't move them. So that's what I have in my lounge. So I don't have much plants in my dining area. On the dining table I have this is Jade Jewel. Yeah, Jade Jewel. I must get the full name. That's what I have on my dining table. Now, I love this plant. It's doing very well. It's not giving me any issues. Again, it's normal to get brown spots on your leaves. Sometimes it's because of the salt in the soil and all that. There's nothing you can do about it. But other than that, it's healthy. It's doing very well. And it doesn't like to be overwatered. So I really water it only when it's dry. I let the soil dry out. Then I give it water. That's how I look after mine. It's never giving me any issues. It's doing very well. Yeah, it's one of the plants my husband got for me. And so far, so good. I'd love to get more of these, simply because to me, they are one of those easy to care for plants. I'm one for things that are easy, because then when you have to travel and be on the road, you don't want something you're going to be worried and stressed about. Now on this corner, the lighting is not so good. I'm going to try and get it. Anyway, but then I've got a fig leaf, and it's doing very well, and it's growing very well, as you can see. It's loving it here. When it first came home, I had it at a family corner, and then I moved it to this corner, and both spots it's been happy. It's never given me issues. I just moved it here because I thought it would look nice here, not because it was not happy where it was. But then yeah, there it is. And down here I have a rubber tree. It's also doing very well, easy to care for, doesn't give me issues. Only water it when it's dry. And yeah, I probably need to water it this week because I haven't given it water in a while. I need to check the soil. But then yeah, this is what I have. So in the dining room, I don't have so much happening plants wise. But then if you look to this corner, like that's the entrance. Let me just do this part quickly. I have, this is my succulent. Please, if you know the name of the succulent, please comment down below and let me know. But I love it. It's doing very well. As you can see, I'm getting new shoots. And yeah, like I say, I haven't moved. I don't move my plants a lot. So if I see they're doing well, I leave them where they are. And that's your mother-in-law. It's doing very well. And that is your sweetheart, your heart leaf philodendron is doing very well. Yeah, and on this wall I've got more, I've got pothos. This is your golden pothos, is doing very well. This is your Brazil philodendron, is doing very well. And this is your silver pothos, is doing very well. And my heart leaf is doing very well. So that's what I have. I want to put more pothos here to make it like a green wall. That's what I want to do here. And down here I've got my philodendron Ganadu. Yeah, I think this is Ganadu. Is it Ganadu? I think so. Yeah. Kubla? I think so. I'll check. I'm not sure. But I know this is a philodendron. It's doing very well. Again, I love it. Doesn't give me any issues. I let the soil dry out and then I give it water. It can tolerate a bit of droughts. So yeah. And here I've got my footstool palm. It's also doing very well. It's grown from the last time, from the first day I brought it home. It has really grown. And then that's my Fittonia. It's also doing very well. It has grown a lot, as you can see. It's not always easy to see through a glass. And then this one is my this is my philodendron Hastatum silva. It's doing absolutely well. It's giving me new shoots. As you can see, I'm getting new shoots everywhere. Everywhere is shooting out new shoots, which is awesome. I mean, really, there's new shoots. If you go in there, look at that there. So I'm very happy. It's doing very well. No issues. So yeah, that's what I have in this corner. So yeah, definitely this is Ganadu. This is philodendron Ganadu. I'm sure of it now. I was a little bit yeah, not sure, but now I'm sure of it. That's what it is. And yeah, that's what I have in this corner. So yeah, that's my living, what I have in my living area, my dining room and my lounge. And the last, just this corner here, I have this is dumb cane. I don't know why they call them dumb cane. I don't think they're dumb. They're the most beautiful plants ever. But anyway, dumb cane it is. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love them. They're easy to care for. Again, I water them when the soil is dry. Yeah. And then here is another bamboo. Is doing very well. Very easy to care for. And another dumb cane, a different kind. It's also doing very well. Very easy to care for. It tells you when it's dry. When it's okay, you know, when it's dry, it droops a little bit. You will know. You'll be able to see that it droops a little bit. And when it's okay, it doesn't droop, and also the leaves gets a little bit firmer, you know. So yeah, that's what I have. And yeah, and my succulents on the, I have succulents on the windowsill here. which are doing absolutely well. I've done this corner before, if you remember in one of the videos. I'm just gonna rush through it because it's part of my living space. I'm just gonna rush right through it. It's a family corner, and here I have a baby rubber plant. I love it. It's doing well. It's my first, and it's been doing well ever since. And I've got a ficus bonsai. This was a gift from Jonathan, and I've got a again a pilia, what is it again, I need to get the name right, but he's doing very well so far. And my ponytail palm, absolutely beautiful, doing very well. And again, this is the wall, my succulent wall. Love it. I still want to populate it with more succulents or pothos. And as you can see, I have this silver pothos, or is it a satin pothos? I'm not quite sure. I've always get confused with the two, but I think this is, I didn't take it out of its nursery pot, so let's see. Yeah, they didn't write, as you can see. They didn't write. So yeah, and this is your yellow, yeah, your yellow, green, yellow philodendron, you know. And so yeah, and this is your golden pothos, more golden pothos. This is propagation. And on the wall I've got, it's doing very well. This is also what I propagated. It started so small, and see how big it is. This is my heart leaf. It's doing very well. And more heart leaf. The sunlight is not good. More heart leaf. And this beautiful golden pothos is doing very well. Very happy with it. It gets a lot of morning sunlight. And yeah, that's about it. And then I've got this beautiful tea set, which I'm not using, and I thought I'll turn it into a planter. And I've got my succulents in there, my mother-in-law, and it's doing very well, you know. Yeah, so this part of the room, it gets a bit of morning sunlight, and then you get afternoon sun later on, you know. So yeah, but also you'll say it's one of those medium moderate light area in my house. And on my desk I've got my propagations. Last week I did a video on the stand. Got it from Brittany in Cape Town. She does these, and yeah, looking at ordering more. These are beautiful. So that's what I'm propagating at the moment. Some of them, most is in the kitchen. And then I've got my Aglaonema Chinese evergreen, and my money plant, which I got for my birthday from Sylvia and Weimar, is doing very well. Very happy. Never moved it. It's always been there. So yeah, so that's what I have in my living area. So yeah, that's it for today. I thought I'll show you what I have in my living space, which is my dining area, my lounge, and my family room. Plants I have there, and I mean, they're doing very well. 99% of the plants in here, I've never moved them. I bought them and I placed them where I've placed them, and I've never moved them. If anything, I've just shifted them from one, you can say one corner to another, but still in the same area, still in the same spot, you know. So I try by all means not to move my plants a lot, especially when they're happy, you know. I don't want to stress them. Why move them when they're happy? Unless if I really need to move them, or they're not doing very well. That's why I would move them if they're not doing well. If they're not getting the light they need, or they're getting too much light, yeah, for that reason I'll move them. But other than that, if they're doing well and they don't need, they're flourishing, they're happy, I don't bother them. I leave them alone. I rather just keep on adding more plants in that spot. But yeah, that's what I thought I'll show you, what I thought I'll do for today, just a tour of my this part of the house. Next time I'll do a tour of the bedrooms just to show you what I have in my bedrooms, the kiddies' rooms and my room. Yeah, and the next tour will be the kitchen, just to show you what I have in the kitchen. And yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments on the plants I have, or any questions on the plants I have, please feel free to ask. If I can answer it, I'll definitely do so. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. It's been fun, and until next time, bye.